for a game that suckers was hyping up like the way it was, and we didn't even see gameplay. The whole thing was very underwhelming. Then they finally get into combat. That combat looked hella sus. At this point, bro, gut Xbox. Gut it. Gut Xbox, like, entirely.
There is no world where Starfield's an 11 out of 10 and people start selling their PS5. It's not that.
Animations in this gameplay, they looked way more smoother. The shooting was actually looking, you know, respectable. It was looking respectable. It was just looking like everything was starting to come together. We are getting closer and closer to the official release date for probably the biggest launch for the Xbox Series X/S yet. Starfield is getting closer and closer. I believe the official release date for it is September 6th. I'm sure a bunch of people will be playing this game early though through the good old Game Pass service. I know review scores started to drop yesterday. I probably watched like 2 or 3, maybe 4 reviews for the game. A lot of people was talking about this game yesterday. This is supposed to be the game that makes or breaks the future of the Xbox Series X and S. We all know how things have been going for Xbox this year. They have had a lot of rough patches this year. They've had a lot of flops this year with games that was supposed to, you know, be big games for Xbox. Microsoft acquired Bethesda, you know, for $7+ billion. So this is supposed to be the game for Xbox. This is supposed to be the game that puts the Xbox back on the right track. Last time I checked, the game was sitting at like a 88 on Metacritic for PC and at like a 86 or 7 for Xbox, which is great. I mean, those are great scores. Again, I don't really care too much about Metacritic scores like that. I believe too many gamers put too much power and impact into review scores, but because this game has so much hype and build up around it, of course you had a bunch of people running straight to Metacritic yesterday you know, to see what score this game was sitting at. And yeah, it's like sitting right, it's really sitting around where what I predicted it would, because I thought it would get like mid 80s to high 80s, and that's like right where it's at. I think the lowest review scores I've seen this game get was actually from IGN and GameSpot. I think both of them gave it a 7. Of course you had people in the comment section saying, oh, 7 out of 10 classic IGN because they gave it a 7. And yeah, though the game isn't getting crapped on really like that, I haven't, you know, heard or read no one really saying that the game is a flop or, you know, it's not it for Xbox. Like, I haven't heard nothing like that. But on the other side of the coin, I haven't really heard neither, like, people saying, oh, this is gonna be the game for Xbox. This is the genre defining big title that the Xbox needed, and Bethesda delivered again. This is gonna solve all of the Xbox's problems. Like, I haven't heard that neither. Like, I haven't heard that this is a masterpiece game of the year contender title. Is this going to be the game that moves Xbox units, which I'm sure is the end goal at the end of the day? I mean, if you're trying to get more and more people interested in Xbox and their games, people have to go out and buy an Xbox. It's like there is no avoiding that. And from what I've been hearing so far, it just doesn't seem like this game is that game. I do want to play this game because the last few gameplays that they have been showing have been kind of interesting, and the gameplay does look like it got better. But there's that other side to where I am tired of tackling these vast open world experiences, bro. I am getting burnt out from playing these type of games. There's way too many games today that drop to where I feel like the world is way too big and uninteresting with a bunch of content that I really don't give a crap about, if I'm being honest. Way too many of them. So with Starfield being, you know, supposed to be this massive open world RPG and you can explore 1,000 different planets, like it might be right now too much for me to take on, because I just know how I am right now in gaming, and taking on something like this, especially if it's not like GOAT tier, like a masterpiece, it might be too much. So right now, that's why I'm kind of on the fence about Starfield. The only open world game recently, or just like, it doesn't even have to be open world, because even games that are not necessarily open world still have a lot of stuff to explore, like God of War Ragnarok. But the only recent game that I felt like I never truly got like bored of exploring and like just burnt out from the world itself was Elden Ring. Honestly, that was the only recent open world game to where I'm like, you know what, this is actually refreshing. Since then, I hope this game sells well, which I believe it will. I do think this game is going to sell well just based off the fact that it's a Bethesda game and it's their next like big first next gen title that they've done, I think. So I do think the game is going to sell well off of that. But yeah, again, do you guys think this is going to be the game changer for Xbox that the Xbox really needs it to be after the year that they've had? Right now, from what I've been hearing, I don't know about that one, bro, but only time will tell. So then, I'll catch you on my next video, alright?